Over the past couple of years, we have seen a massive boom in jobs working online remotely, and in particular, social media management is one that often comes up. I first got started in this industry as a side hustler in 2019, and I eventually scaled my business to 6 figures and now have a team of 3 that work with me, and together we're roughly managing around 7 to 8 clients a month. But one of the most common questions I get almost every week is, what is my actual job? What am I actually doing? What are the key tasks involved with a career in social media management? In this video, I'm going to chat you through an average day in my life and give you some insights into what your dream career as a social media manager could look like.
So I guess I really have 2 parts to my job. One, my social media agency, working one-to-one, managing clients' Instagram pages under my agency, Dishing Up Digital. 2 is my coaching, course creation kind of umbrella where everything falls under ellenmckenzie.com. One thing I always say, if you want to become a social media manager, is to think about how you could create multiple revenue streams. So have a course, have an ebook, something like that, so you're not just relying on your clients for income. But because I'm doing a little bit of both today, I thought it would be an interesting one to document, to give you an idea of what a social media manager like me does. I have been doing this for over 3 years now, almost 3 years full time. I obviously side hustled a bit before that. And yeah, obviously today I just jumped off a call with my mastermind group, which was so awesome. We had Cara from the Champagne Diet, who also wrote a whole bunch of amazing books. This is my favorite of hers, so definitely check it out, Girl on Fire. My next task is to upload that into the course library for future students to watch and anyone who wants to rewatch the live stream. I've also just checked off my personal Instagram posts for this morning. I didn't have anything going up for clients, so that was all good. I'll need to schedule some client posts at some point today. I have also just checked off some captions that one of my contractors did for a client yesterday and just went through and edited those and then sent off the Google Drive with all of the content to my clients. I usually use Trello boards for my client content, or I'll use Notion or Asana or whatever task management software that they use. This particular client, they just had a special request to have it in a drive because they didn't know how to use Trello, but that doesn't happen very often, I'm not gonna lie. So this is what it usually looks like for a client setup. I tend to have specific days of the week that I work on particular clients, and then I also have clients that I work on new content for monthly. So it really depends on the type of business, how involved they want to be in the process. Those 2 clients that I just showed you are monthly clients that roll over this week, so I'm working on a new batch of monthly content for them with the help and support of some of my contractors, because I wouldn't be able to manage 8 clients by myself. Also on my to-do list today, replying to all of these comments. I just recently took this over for a client, replying to the comments they get on their ads. Tuesdays are really carved out for working on my own business. So like I said before, I usually I have certain days of the week that I'll do certain client work. And Tuesdays I try reserve for myself. The current project I'm working on, if I can get it to focus on my screen behind me, this is a sales page for one of my masterclasses, or mini courses, I guess you could call it. It's a 3-part masterclass that you can buy. I'm working on a funnel for this just because I'm tired of my old masterclass. I wanted to do something new. So we're going to create a new freebie and a new funnel. I love this kind of stuff in my job. It's not something that I do every week, but I would say every month I have a particular project to work on for my own personal businesses, whether it's re-recording an old course, creating a new course, hosting a live workshop, anything like that. There's always something going on. So definitely come over, check out my Instagram page and see what's going on at the moment. Today I also had a client book in for a strategy session. So this is something I really want to do more of as a social media manager. Like I said before, there's only so many accounts that I can look after. I don't have any interest in growing my team bigger because I don't just want to be a manager. I love doing the creative work and I don't just want to sit around managing people and offboarding or outsourcing stuff to other people. So offering strategy sessions like this as a one-off service is a really great way to inject some more cash into your business without taking on a full monthly management client. So for this, I spent probably the whole of yesterday afternoon prepping a presentation, doing some research, For this particular client, we're doing like a whole marketing plan. So we're actually doing 3 training sessions together, and we're looking at a course for them, their funnels, their product suite, as well as how they're going to execute and market this on their social media channels. My favorite activity of the day is cashing out my PayPal. I've been a bit slow on course sales this month, so I have actually just launched a sale on my program, the Dishing Up Digital School. I'll pop the discount code down below in the description of this video, but we've had one sale come through in the first, 12 hours, just over 12 hours. And then previously this week we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, that's an unpaid invoice, that's $7.51, 5, 6. We've had 6 people purchase one of my $9 masterclasses. So I sell for $9.99 and PayPal takes a 74-cent fee and I get $9.25. So we're gonna draw that out of my PayPal. This was literally one of the best things I started doing as a social media manager, selling digital products, selling courses, because it means when clients don't pay their invoices on time or a client cancels a contract at the last minute, I have other revenue streams to rely on and I'm never short of cash.
Personally, for me, one of my favorite parts of the job is being able to work from home and also being able to pick up my laptop and work from anywhere in the world. Earlier this year, you will have seen in my vlogs where I went to South Africa to visit my boyfriend's family. I was working there as well and I actually had one of my biggest months in business as well while I was away. I always get asked if I'm lonely working from home or if I miss the office, and I definitely do not. I love wearing my sweatpants, my pajamas, getting all snug in my blanket and just working from my cozy home office.
One of the most common questions I get about my job is, do I need to be a photographer, a content creator, a videographer to be a social media manager? And the answer is, it really depends. And it's up to you if it's something you want to add to your services. So I started out doing a lot of photography and now I only do it for one local client. The rest, like the example behind me, are from other places in New Zealand, Australia, the US, overseas. And what I do is I storyboard video ideas, I create Pinterest boards for them, and I'm like, this is the content we need. Can you please shoot this and send it back to me? And I feel my role now as a social media manager is more of a curator and a strategist. So I'm looking at trending topics on social media, coming up with the ideas and the strategy, getting my clients to execute that content, or in some cases they hire a local photographer. And then I do all the hard work editing it together. So this is an example of a client I work with and they sell crystals, really gorgeous products, and they send me video clips and I use old video clips and old photos and I kind of edit them together. So I'm using this new trending audio. This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa. So that is an audio. I don't know if you guys could hear that. That's been trending a lot and I've had really good results for using it on my own personal account. So we're going to be rolling it out with some clients. And I edit in Premiere Pro, that's the software behind me. If you're a newbie, I recommend Canva or CapCut because Premiere Pro is quite a beast to get the hang of, but I love it. And obviously I edit my YouTube videos with Premiere Pro as well.
Here's a little sneak peek into my editing process. As I said, I use Premiere Pro, which is part of the Adobe suite or their Creative Cloud, which also means I get access to Lightroom, which is the app that I used to edit those photos just before. CapCut is another favorite of mine, and that's how I do these auto captions for my Instagram videos.
The sun has come out and it is glorious. I am just about to jump into my meeting with my new client for a strategy session. I keep calling them a client and it's kind of funny because these are actually my cousins, Alice and Caleb from Pearson Projects. They were on the block, New Zealand, so you guys might know of them if you're from New Zealand. But yeah, I use Zoom just in case you're curious. It looks like they are in the waiting room ready to go, but yeah, I highly recommend Zoom. We are in the living room, I'm eating my lunch, and I'm feeling really naked / really pale and pasty because I've been living in jumpers for the past few weeks because it's winter in New Zealand and it's freezing in Wellington. I literally even have chilblains on my toes from my feet getting so cold sitting at my desk. And the fun fact about me is I'm an introvert. I promise this will relate back to the weather in a second, but I'm an introvert. So when I do these big strategy sessions with clients, and that call was like an hour and a half, when I do those sessions, I love them. I love them so much, but I also get really nervous. I'm really shy, really nervous, and I get really hot. So I got off that call and just like stripped off my jumper and was like, so that's the reality of my work and being me. Question of the day, what's your favorite meal? Mine is anything with pasta in it. My boyfriend is low-key like gluten intolerant, but I just ignore it and I make pasta all the time. Sorry, babe. So it is now almost 3 o'clock. Usually after having 2 big calls like this in one day and working on a client's like month of reels and batching content, I would probably finish up work right about 3 o'clock and just couch potato. But at the moment, I do have a launch going on for one of my courses, the Dishing Out Digital School, which is all about how to become a social media manager, the complete A to Z guide from everything from getting your first clients, what to charge them, how to do contracts, how to do invoices, through to actually creating content for them, what that looks like, how to stay organized, how to manage multiple clients. I could go on and on and on. There's over 60 video lessons in this course and also some really cool guest speakers. You also get live trainings with me as well. So you get the self-study experience plus the live experience. So I'm gonna pop a link to that down below as well as the discount code that I'm running at the moment. But because I have this promotion going on, I'm probably gonna break now for like an hour and eat my lunch and just be really chill. And then I will probably crack back on with working on some of my sales funnels and outreach. I'll keep DMing some people. And this is something that I really wanted to illustrate in this video / day in the life vlog, is that being a social media manager, what this actually looks like as a job is very broad. And the coolest thing is you can really turn it into whatever you want it to be. So for me, I'm so passionate about online courses and coaching and teaching. So I'm always working on stuff like this, as well as juggling my client work, as well as doing my strategy sessions. And if you maybe just want to do client work, or you really want to do videography and be a Reels guru, you can. If you want to be a LinkedIn guru, you can. If you want to just do email newsletters and blogs, that also falls under the social media manager category. You can really go with your skills and your passion and create a dream job for yourself. So I hope this video is helpful and it is giving you a really good idea of what I do. And if you are ready to go to the next level and start training towards becoming a social media manager, check out the Dishing Up Digital School, my program, discount link, everything down below.